Hey. Hey there. Welcome to another moment. I'm glad we can share that one together. So, join me at a perfect time because I just finished making the matcha, so we can both enjoy a cup of it and while we chat. But also, today I wanted to try the matcha shaker, which I've always kind of had with me but never really tried. So, perfect time to try it and see if it actually works. Now, join me and take a seat. Now, this time we'll be having a bit of a shorter version. Matcha espresso, you can call it. Ristretto. Always 4 grams of matcha and 70 mLs, but served in a bit of a stronger part. Here. Alright. Now, いただきます。You joined me at an interesting moment because we're not simply here together with this whole Sencha House project, is not just here to bring and transport directly the Japanese tea tradition as it exactly was, rule by rule, philosophy by philosophy, method by method, and just copy and paste it here. There's a specific reason why we've opened here, and that's because we want to ignite innovation. Personally, one of my values that I hold very dear is the one of maintaining curiosity. So, and an open mind towards what's new, what's in your interpretation, and always trying to remember that even if I don't like it and I don't understand it, there could be something interesting for the future or for an improvement of something. So innovation is always uncomfortable at first, and that's why they kind of call it a breakthrough. And then it becomes genius once enough people get on board and start understanding it and start accepting the new way of doing things, which eventually is an improved way. If it wasn't an improved way, it wouldn't be an innovation, it would just be an alternative. And so, talking about tea, this matcha shaker is actually something new. I mean, the traditional way of making tea would be, as you kind of just called me before, whisk, bamboo whisk, in a bowl, 2 very traditional elements, whisk it in a very particular motion, and then serve it. Yeah, these, let's call it, slight upgrades of the similar concept are an electronic whisk, the ones you see like in the foamers where I don't know if I have one here, but if I don't, I'll show you where, there's this iron thing and you press it and it automatically foams and will also mix your matcha. And also there's a new type of rubber whisk, which actually me and Ikeda-san are exploring a bit more in our usage because he has found out through his incredibly delicate palate that the rubber whisk actually leaves the matcha taste in its purest form, and sometimes when you use bamboo whisks, it inevitably kind of contaminates the flavor with the bamboo natural property that there is. So the bamboo taste will kind of rub off into the matcha, and I still haven't arrived to a point in noticing it. Obviously, he's a tea master, so You'll notice this stuff. Actually, I think they have a rubber whisk with me, so I'll show you now. Here it is. Now, I don't have the electric phone with me right now. Oh, do I? Oh, there it is. So, here, different versions. Now, if we go through this, the most traditional whisk, the most traditional way, a bamboo whisk, historically and initially born as this. The, let's say, upgraded tool, which is the rubber whisk, which not only, as I was mentioning before, seems to be able to maintain the flavor of the matcha pure and not contaminated with some bamboo taste, but also has some minor added benefits like its maintenance. These will break less easily as a bamboo whisk usually might actually break, especially when you buy those really thin ones with the 120 of these lines. And it also has an easy, washability factor where it comes to, you can set it apart, clean it perfectly, so, like the tea can get perfectly cleaned out of the whisk, and then you just compose it, and voila. Then there is the electronic whisk, which is a completely different thing. It's more from the cappuccino culture, where you form the latte. So generally, you just throw everything in, matcha powder, milk, everything, and just give it a twirl. And this works. Maybe it's not perfect, but it works pretty well. And then we have this, the one we're going to try now, the shaker. A completely different way of thinking about mixing matcha with water and diluting it. Probably as an inspiration, it can come out of bar culture, cocktail bar culture. I don't know. I haven't heard or spoke to whoever invented this, so I'm not sure. The key thing is also is that in here, you might not see it, but it has like these small edges, so kind of cutouts that you can see also from the bottom how it kind of bends in. And these should make sure that the matcha actually dissolves into the water and instead of remaining clumpy and just floating in the water. Now, we'll try this because I'm very curious. The way we're going to try it, we're going to first try to make a short matcha espresso type version. And then maybe we might try to use it to make like a matcha tonic or a drink or something. But let's try this first. So. As this is small, I might start with 2 grams of matcha. I think that's fair. First time, so I want to kind of be precise with this. Then usually I'll remember how many scoops and kind of stick with that. And I'll have to scale it every time. $1.6. 2. Quantum. Normal. I think that is more than 5. And important to get the oxygen on. And then it says room temperature water, about 20 mLs. I don't know if we have indicators. I don't think we have any lines indicating the level of, but good nevertheless. 30-ish. Let's be generous and go 50. And then close it, seal it tight, and shake. Says about 30 seconds, so we'll go for that. Okay. That's it. Oh, you won't believe it. I don't know if you can see it, but there is some foam. Now for this one, let's pour it slowly to see if it comes. Now clearly 2 grams and 30 mLs, it's going to be a strong shot, so there is foam. Alright, this is a bit strong, but I've also seen them add more water to this empty, but let's say matcha dirty shaker to clean it, and this water will also help dilute the matcha to make it more balanced. Another 30-ish to kind of get this all going. Yeah, that didn't comes in properly. Now obviously this is much more watery, but if we put this, let's try it, Pedros. Now it's maybe a bit too diluted, but actually not a bad shot. It's actually an interesting solution. I think this could be an interesting way to make the perfect portion to dilute for one person a drink, like a cocktail drink, like a matcha tonic. So I'm gonna try that pretty quickly and we'll see how it works. This is not happening. Let's see how quick this can be. So I just opened the tonic, put some tonic here. Generally very jealous with the tonic. Then we'll empty this one here. Put some more matcha. 1, 2, 3. Then fill this up more or less to the level. Now recall. And now all we have to do is shake it. And then the airport. Oh. So this can happen. Not the ideal situation. I forgot this could happen with the matcha tonics. I just didn't think it would happen with cold, warm room temperature. I thought it was like when there's the ice, but when it's room temperature, it would react like this. Nonetheless, let's give this a clean. I mean, my mistake aside, if you slowly pour this, and actually be reasonable about it. It's still, you can see that there's still some clumps, but I mean, it's more than enough to be able to make a drink and make it even. Yeah, plenty enough. Because this makes it strong. So overall, I think this matcha shaker is great use because even if it's room temperature and it's not warm, by shaking it, it dilutes it very well. And I think these pointy things at the bottom really kind of help breaking it up. And it also makes, I mean, you saw it before, it also makes a little bit of foam too, even if it's room temperature. And it says the more you shake it, the more foamy it becomes. But because it's this small, and I think there is a line here, but I hope this is not the line for water, otherwise it's very low, it's basically like plenty. It's going to become very strong, so you are going to at least need the first mix with the matcha, put it in, then clean it with some additional water, reshake it, and then pour it in the same cup, and then you have a simple matcha to be able to drink. Then if you want to make a cocktail or a drink out of it, you just have to make it, like 2 to 4 grams, and shake it so it becomes nice and dense, and pour it in your drink, and that's it. Bear in mind, it's for one person only, so if you want to make 2 servings, you're going to have to do this twice. But it's a pretty effective way for you to bring around to be able to drink matcha on the go, so I think I'll keep this with me. It's positive innovation. I like it. Now, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this moment. And as always, whether it's in the studio here or maybe around and about in our day, see you till next moment. Bye.